Hello everyone and welcome in Let's Connect with Prerna. Good morning. My today's live conversation is with the principal of Seth MR Jaipuria School, Kanpur Road, Lucknow, and I'm inviting in for the conversation. I have invited Poonam ma'am to join.
Hello, Prerna. I'm really
Yeah.
sorry. Some technical issues.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
not an
the
issue.
network problem really makes you go dizzy. Anyways, your question was there.
Yes, so
I
I'm
mean, the
repeating the
problem.
question once again, ma'am. Like, as we are
Okay,
all coming back to the normal routine, if I talk about
right.
students in particular, coming back
Mhm.
to the normal routine, going to the school, staying there for 6, 7 hours, and then coming back, like, as it was pre-COVID. So, what are the changes, you've been noticing if we talk about students?
The problem is with the attention span of the children. They are finding it very difficult sitting at one place or sitting inside the classrooms for a longer span of time.
Right.
Like suppose I don't have any games period in the school, I have a very few children coming to school on that particular day. And
Okay.
the day I have games and sports in the school, the attendance is full. The
Wow.
other problem is that like not every child is games pro or something
Pro.
like that, but still they find they have an excuse. Fine, they'll go to the ground, they'll see the greenery, they'll enjoy with the friends. They want to come back to school so that they interact with their friends in person, and emotionally also they get connected with the children. Like at for 2 years they were in touch with their friends either through mobiles, or they had their own
Yeah.
restrictions
Yeah.
in meeting and going out with them, but now they find school a nice place where they can interact and meet their friends.
Right. Poonam ma'am, I've been interacting a lot of students and I have
Mhm.
noticed behavior, related changes. Like,
Mhm.
um, I will not say that they are shying away, but when it comes to talking to a stranger, when it comes to talking, when it comes to, engaging into a conversation, I have noticed a change in this, students when are they, when they have started coming back to the school. What do you have to say about this here?
Sorry, can you repeat? I couldn't hear properly because
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So I am asking, ma'am, if I talk about the behavior related changes, in a student,
Mhm.
that to post-COVID scenario when now again things are, the unlocking thing has happened and students are
Mhm.
going back to the schools. I have been
Mhm.
seeing that a lot of students are shying away to open up, to talk, to, initiate a conversation. That is becoming a big
I agree.
hindrance. So what
I
do you
agree.
have
They
to
have,
say here?
yeah, they have like many of the students have gone into their shell.
Yeah.
They are scared, they are scared of sharing their thoughts and their feelings with everyone else, because
Right.
they have become habitual to the virtual world, the social media. So
Right.
that is one of the problem that we all, not only the school, even the parents are also facing. They also
Facing.
come to us, they also share their fears and anxiety ki how do we take our children out of the social media and the virtual world that they have gone into.
Right. Right.
So this is a big problem. But there are cases where children have become very hyper. Their tolerance level has gone down. Some of them are their tolerance level is zero. Even if you say something to them very politely, very nicely, back you get the reply from them,
Yeah.
because
Right.
for them
Right.
they feel they are right in what they are doing.
Yes.
So we have started off with the counseling session, not only of the students but also of the parents, because
Yeah.
right now the schools have to do the double role. We are the medium for a social change.
True.
So we need to educate our parents. Not every parent is comfortable with technology, or they are comfortable with all these facts. There are many parents who live in the suburban background. Like my school
is located more in the suburban area. So I have parents who do not even have a smartphone.
Yeah.
So, like 2 years back, we really had a tough time when we had to make our parents understand and make them, teach them the working of a smart mobile phone.
Right. Yeah.
And it turned out the little tiny tot was teaching his or her mother or father how it works. So
Right.
there have been challenges, and now the challenges are to make such parents understand the need of the day. See, we
True.
don't know. We have to prepare our children and our parents for the future. And the
Yeah.
future is all AI,
Yes.
artificial intelligence. Like right now,
So
also, we
true.
are using artificial intelligence.
So true.
We
So
don't
true.
know, like 5 years or 6 years or maybe 10 years as of now, where our children will work, what kind of
True.
jobs that will be available to them.
True.
They might sit here in Lucknow and work for a company which is located at, let's say, Switzerland, and the boss might be somewhere in Australia.
Yeah.
So you don't know. Virtually, we'll meet everyone, but not physically. So we need to
Yeah.
come to terms with all these aspects and prepare our children.
Yeah.
So the changes that are, it's a transition phase.
Yes.
And a transition phase, everybody faces a lot of anxiety, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of
True.
fear. So we need to overcome and counsel everybody and even ourselves also.
Yes, absolutely right, Poonam ma'am. I must say that, the virtual world, the online classes have been blessings in disguise. If I talk about the COVID times, all of a sudden everything was shut.
Yeah,
And I just cannot imagine the world without education. So thankfully, virtual classes were there so that, the
yeah.
classes were ongoing. But I have one question in mind, and I've been, as a lot of parents are asking me this question, Poonam ma'am, that such early exposure of technology to students. Now, everybody, I see nursery का student से 12th के student के पास अपने खुद के phone है in majority. There are families वहाँ parents के पास तो cell phones हैं ही. If let's say there are two children, दोनों के पास अपने अपने cell phones हैं. So to keep them, what is right, because student, they are, maybe they are watching something and they say that okay, no, I'm studying, I'm learning something. So here, what is your message? Because technology is actually how we use it. If we are using it right, it is good for us, but if we aren't, it's not. So keeping students in point of view, Poonam ma'am, what is your message when it comes to technology and their personal cell phones? So what do you have to say here?
Prerna, the question is reminding me of my school days when computers were introduced. First time when I saw the computer, I was in, I think, 11th grade. Yeah. I studied the computer as part of my curriculum, flowchart and all in ninth standard for the first time. But I
Okay.
saw the computer for the first time when I was in 11th standard. We had to remove our shoes and go to the lab and all that stuff. So, that time also the same question was put up, whether the computer will take away the jobs, or the computer will be good for students, or computer will not be good for students, and all that stuff. So same question, same transition is taking place now. So
Right.
in place of the mobiles have taken the place of computers.
Yeah. Yeah. So true.
Right. So, if you talk of mobiles or technology in the hands of each and every child, if you come across even the ladies, the homemakers who are there at home, just to keep the child engaged, even 6 months old child or 7 months old child, what do the mothers do? They switch on a video or
And they
some
give the
rhyme
phone.
or something, and they hand over the phone to their child.
True.
So we are not. It's not the COVID or the 2 years that is responsible. Even the mothers at home are also equally responsible.
Yeah.
6 months old baby, if they want to get rid of the child's nagging, they hand over the phone, and the child is busy with the phone.
Yeah.
So that's from where the habit formation starts. Yes, I accept and I agree that because of COVID, like children were using their parents' phone, but they have their own smartphones.
Yeah.
But now, as you say, the phone has got lot many good features also.
Yeah.
And those features are the ones where the parental control is available. Parents should be aware and they should have a parental control. And secondly, parents should start rationing the phone.
Yeah.
The way too much of sweet leads to diabetes, sugar, same ways too much of viewing the phone or too much of these things will lead to other problems.
Right.
So the parents should start rationing. Like suppose a child has to study, parents says, "Fine, beta, you'll play only for 2 hours." So
Yeah.
similarly, phone should also be rationed and given to the students. Now that everything is offline, students have started coming to school. They should be given these mobiles for a particular span of time.
Time.
Then
True.
after that, parents should browse the phone of their child, see the history, log in and check where the child is going, what the child is
Yes.
seeing.
Yes.
Whatever the child is seeing, is it good for child?
Yeah.
Or if the child is going in some wrong direction. See,
Yes.
we as parents, our responsibilities have increased.
Yeah.
So we need to be cautious and careful. We cannot ignore that mobiles or the technology has become an important aspect. We have to give it
Absolutely.
to our children. We have
Right.
to come to terms with it. But then we have to be more cautious and both more watchful.
Bilkul. Bilkul, absolutely right, Poonam ma'am. I think if there is a time given to the students that, okay, this is the time period when you have an access to your cell phone, that would be really great. And it would be actually balanced also with the offline
Yes.
classes. And, I can totally agree, because I think that student also need this virtue, because it's been 1.5 years. They're so active on internet that a lot of
Yeah, they have
information they
become
would.
habitual now.
Right. So yes, so having a balance of both the world, virtual as well as the offline, it's very, very important that we have a timeline where they are accessing their cell phones. So another thing, Poonam ma'am, this time, this COVID period is 1.5 year, 2 years time have been really very, I won't say stressful, but a 24/7 job was there for all educators.
Yeah.
If I talk about teachers, they have learned and then they imparted education. The administration was all along so active. Principals have gone through so many,
Yeah.
decisions, so many trainings. Because I know, being a part of, in being in education, I can actually relate that how stressful and how much hard work was there during these times. So your message to all, teachers across, and later when they'll watch the video.
See, my message to all my teachers is, first of all, I would like to congratulate them because these 2 years have been learning years for all of us.
Yeah.
I, as a principal, I know for sure, and I know many of my principal friends, we were all like, don't give mobile to your child. and, and 2 years back, we were the ones who were requesting parents, please give a mobile to your child. So it was that complete transition from
Yeah.
black to white, you may say, and the tough time that every teacher and all of us had faced. During this time, during we had to prepare the videos, share it with the parents. We had to prepare the PPTs, and when everyone used to go off to sleep, that was the time the teachers used to prepare the video. And even if something wrong was there, they had to do it again. I mean, the number of retakes that were involved in it.
Right, right.
I mean, hats off to each and every teacher who worked during the pandemic.
Yes.
They have been, I will call them the front warriors. I mean, no matter what the situations were there at home, but still teachers had a
Demand,
smile
yes.
on their face.
Yeah.
They took the classes.
Yeah.
They did not share their problems with the parents.
Yeah.
I know because I personally know of so many teachers, they had deaths of their own relatives or maybe a dead body there at the gate. But due to compulsion, I know I was compassionate enough. I told them, beta, don't take the class. They said, ma'am, it's very important. Let me. There have been these cases also. But the pace was such the child shouldn't get to know what they are undergoing.
Yes.
Though their heart was crying, but they had a smile on their face. So my salutations to each and every teacher, fraternity, and hats off to them. They are the warriors, and we have proved to be the medium of social change. And I must congratulate each one for successfully overcoming the obstacles that we all faced, and
Right.
we all have come as victorious. We
Yes.
all are victorious over
So true.
these times.
Absolutely, Poonam ma'am. And ma'am, one thing I've been seeing that, we all have gone through so many things, whether it was work, whether it was the social trauma or emotional as well during these times. When I talk about mental health, I've been doing a lot of session on mental health for both students as well as for teachers, for any age group, in fact. I see one thing very common. That is that hitch of reaching out. It's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We CBSE has introduced these psychological, classes. Our
Yeah.
psychologist is there in the school, but still I see that gap is there. Students are not going to that help. Students are not going to discuss. So your message to people who still feel that, this is something, I will say that, I won't say a myth, I won't say, they actually feel that, no, why will I go to a psychological counselor? Do I need any medical help or something? So this fade or this trauma is still there. What do you have to say for, people in general who are, listening to us? And later when I'll share this video to the students.
See, I'll say we have already started working on this. Here at Jaipuria School, the corporate office takes care of each and every aspect.
Yeah.
We just had like on 22nd and 24th, that is yesterday, we had teachers training on SEL, that is social and emotional learning skills. And during these training sessions, the teachers were, the emphasis was laid on the fear factors,
Okay.
the empathy, the social aspect, uh, and all these aspects, and how to correlate these things with the children.
Yeah.
Because children are scared, they are
Yeah.
emotional. So,
Yeah.
as teachers, we have to have that emotional connect with the children.
True.
And the day we have already started establishing this emotional connect. Children come to school, they might not share many things at home, but when they come to school, they share their emotions with their teachers or
Right.
with their fellow students.
Yeah.
So in turn, somehow it comes back to us. The child might share it with the teacher. Ma'am, so and so was sharing this to me, and this is the problem that he or she is facing. So, like we have already started working on this.
Right. Right. So I feel somehow that if we start discussing this, if we start talking
Right,
this in general also, this taboo will
right.
go. This
Yeah,
myth
it will.
that it's something very big, one should not go to
No, no,
help.
it's not that big. See, like we do have this psychologist here in the school, but the teachers are the best counselor because
Yes.
they are the role models of these children. And these teachers are emotionally connected also.
Yeah.
And when you are connected emotionally with someone, you start sharing your inner fears.
Right. So
So,
true.
teachers will be a great help for these children.
Right.
It's just that parents need to have faith in us.
Yes. So true. So, Poonam ma'am, it was really nice, talking to you here on my this Instagram platform, and it is so lovely. Recently, we met in that Holy Milan, and then now
Yeah.
seeing you here, it feels so good. And thank you so much for giving me time and coming online with me
And
today.
I thank you, Prerna. I am thankful to you that you invited me here for the talk show. And I really feel good. And you asked such relevant questions. And
Thank you.
Waqai, because these are needed.
Yes.
Thank you, Prerna. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Poonam ma'am. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you, Prerna.